It's this beautiful and intricate design featuring double treble crochets, long chains, and double crochets. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the fan parade edging. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. So for this design, you're going to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 16 plus 3. In my case, I have 35 chains. We're going to move on to row 1. For row 1, we're going to be skipping the first 3 chains, which counts as a double crochet. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next chain. So you skip 1, 2, 3, into the next chain, a double crochet. Now you're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts by chaining 1, skipping 1 chain, and into the next doing a double crochet. And that's what you want to do all the way down. So you chain 1, skip 1 chain, and into the next do a double crochet. And that's that. So do this all the way to the end, chain 1, skip 1 into the next double crochet, and I'll see you when you're almost at the end. Okay, I'm almost at the end of the row here, and I just want to show you that at the very end, you're actually going to finish off and you're going to be left with 1 chain. So I'm about to do my last repeat, chain 1, skip 1 into the next double crochet, and that is the second to last chain of the foundation chain. So I do my double crochet into it. And as I mentioned, I'm left with 1 chain. So into that very last chain, you want to do a double crochet. And that's going to make it even in the sense that at the beginning of the row, you have 2 double crochets, one being the turning chain. And on the other end, you also have 2 double crochets. This here is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to start with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And then you're going to flip your work. We're going to be skipping 1 stitch, and then you want to do a double crochet into the next. Then you want to do a double crochet into the next chain space and into the next stitch. So the chain space being between the double crochets, do a double crochet there, and then a double crochet into the next double crochet. Now we are going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to be skipping 2 chain spaces and then doing a treble crochet into the next. So you skip 1 chain space, 2 chain spaces. Into the next, we're going to work a treble crochet, for which you're going to yarn over twice. Insert your hook into that space, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 at a time until you complete your treble crochet. Continuing the repeat, we are going to chain 5. You're going to skip 2 double crochets and then do a double crochet into the next double crochet. So we skip 1 and 2, and into this double crochet here, you want a double crochet. Okay, continuing on. Okay, sorry, this is where the repeat begins. What we're about to do is the beginning of the repeat. So you want to do a double crochet into the next chain space. So into this chain space here, a double crochet. And then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, into the next double crochet. And you want to do that twice more. So double crochet into the chain space and double crochet into the stitch. Once more, double crochet into the chain space and double crochet into the stitch. And we've created these like solid double crochets there. Now we're going to chain 5. Skip 2 chain spaces and then do 1 treble crochet into the next. So skip 1, 2, into the next chain space, a treble crochet. And then we're going to chain 5. then skip 2 double crochets, and then do 1 double crochet into the next. So skip 1 and 2 into the next double crochet, a double crochet. And that there ends the repeat. So I won't be able to show you the repeat once again. I'm going to verbalize it for you. So the repeat begins where you're going to create this kind of sequence of double crochets. So the repeat starts by doing a double crochet into the next stitch and 1 into the chain space 3 times. So double crochet into, so it starts with double crochet into the chain space, double crochet into the stitch 3 times. So right here, not the first one that ends the repeat. It's this one here. So 1 double crochet into each of the next stitch and chain space for a total of 6 double crochets, finishing off at a stitch. Then you're going to chain 5, skip 2 chain spaces, and then do 1 treble crochet into the next chain space. Chain 5, skip 2 chain spaces, and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. Once you get to the very end, that there ends the repeat, by the way. And once you get to the very end of the stitch, you're going to have a chain space, double crochet, and turning chain. So we're going to be doing a double crochet into the chain space, 1 double crochet into the double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the turning chain. So the top of the chain 3 that you skipped in the previous row, a double crochet. And so you're going to end with 4 double crochets on each side and then the repeat in the middle. This here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we're going to start with a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, flip your work. We're going to be skipping the first stitch and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So skip the first one, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2. Now we're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to do a single crochet on top of the treble crochet. So on top of this treble crochet here, insert your hook and do a single crochet. Now we're going to chain 7. And now we're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts by skipping 1 double crochet and then doing a double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. So you skip all these chains, 1 double crochet, and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Continuing the repeat, we're going to chain 7. And then do 1 single crochet on top of the next treble crochet. So this one here. Then we're going to chain 7. And that there ends the repeat. So if you have more stitches to go through, go back to the beginning of the repeat. I'll verbalize for you. The repeat starts by skipping 1 double crochet and then doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. Chain 7, 1 single crochet into the next treble crochet, and then chain 7. Do that as many times as you need. In my case, I'm at the very end, so after finishing the chain 7 from the repeat, you're going to have these 4 double crochets, well, 3 and the turning chain. So we're going to be skipping 1 double crochet and then doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches and turning chain. So 1 double crochet on top of the last 2 double crochets and 1 double crochet into the turning chain, into the top of the chain 3. This here is the end of row 3. For row 4, we're going to be chaining 3 and flipping our work. You're going to skip the first stitch and then do 1 double crochet into the next. So skip the first one, into the next a double crochet. Then we're going to be chaining 7. And into the single crochet here, you're going to work the following. So work 1 single crochet, a chain 5, and into the same stitch, 1 single crochet. Now we're going to chain 7. Okay, now we're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts by skipping 1 double crochet and then doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So skip 1 and 1 into each of the next 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to chain 7. And then do 1 single crochet, into the next single crochet, this one here. You're going to work a single crochet, chain 5, and into the same stitch, another single crochet. And now you're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That there ends the repeat. So if you have more stitches to go through, go back to the beginning of the repeat. I'll verbalize it for you. It starts by skipping the next double crochet and then doing 1 into each of the next 3 stitches. 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches is what I meant. Then you're going to chain 7 and then find your single crochet, into which you're going to do a single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, and then you're going to chain 7. That there ends the repeat. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to have 3 stitches left. You're going to skip 1 and then do a double crochet into each of the last 2. So into the last double crochet and into the turning chain. This here is the end of row 4. Now for row 5, you're going to start with a chain 6. And this chain 6 counts as a double crochet and a chain 3. Let's see here, 2, 4, 6, and flip your work. Now we're going to start the row repeat right away. The repeat starts by skipping the chain 7 arch and into the chain 5, this space here. You're going to work what we're going to call a cluster, which is basically 2 double treble crochets together. So I'll show you. For a double treble crochet, we're going to yarn over 3 times. Insert your hook into the chain 5 space. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, and stop right there. And you're going to do that again. Yarn over 3 times. Insert your hook into the same space. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop right there. So you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that is your double treble crochet 2 together or cluster. Continuing on, we're going to chain 1 and work another cluster into the same arch. So let's see here. Sorry, the repeat would be you chain 1 and then work a cluster into the same arch 4 times. So double treble crochet 2 together, yarn over 3 times, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. Yarn over 3 times, into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And so you want to do this 3 more times. Chain 1 and cluster. So I'm going to do that off camera. Chain 1 and cluster 3 more times, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just finished my 4th repeat here of chain 1 and cluster. So I have a total of 5 clusters into the chain 5 space with 1 chain 1 in between them. So continuing the repeat, we're going to chain 3, skip 1 double crochet, and then do 1 double crochet into the next. So we skip the whole chain, 1 double crochet, find the next double crochet, and into it do a double crochet. Then we are going to chain 3. And that is the end of the repeat. So let's go back to the beginning of the repeat. It starts by skipping the chain 7 arch and working a cluster into the next chain 5 arch. So for that, it's the double crochet, double treble crochet, 2 together. Oh, sorry. I almost closed it by accident. The second leg into the same space. For the double treble crochet, 2 together. 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now I want to do the repetition of chain 1 and cluster. So chain 1 and cluster 4 times. So I'm going to do that off camera, all into the same chain 5 space, of course. And I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just finished my chain 1 cluster 4 times. So I have a total of 5 clusters with 1 chain 1 in between them. Continuing the repeat, I would chain 3, skip 1 double crochet. And if you're continuing the repeat, you would do a double crochet into the next double crochet and then a chain 3. Now, when you get to the very end here, we're just going to be doing a double crochet into the very last stitch, which is the turning chain. So you'll skip a double crochet and then do a double crochet into the turning chain. Essentially, you omit the chain 3 of the repetition, the very last one. And this here is the end of the row. You can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, this one is crazy and so pretty. You see the middle, how it's kind of like a little triangle or like a pyramid. And then those chains add a really beautiful and intricate look. And at the bottom, you get these big fans. Super pretty. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.